Welcome back to another exciting episode of Arcade Sunday. Today I'm going to cover another great Capcom classic, and it's Sidearms Dyne. It's Arcade Sunday. I played Sidearms at a local arcade not long after its release in 1986. I was already quite interested in the whole Japanese culture, and of course there were a ton of arcade games all developed in Japan. There was a TV show at the time that I followed. It was called Robotech, which featured never before seen animated cutscenes and a very cool space theme. I believe that Sidearms really did capture a lot of the aspects of this early age of anime style artwork very well, and I really enjoyed it. Sidearms is essentially a side-scrolling shoot 'em up with a few unique features, namely a 3-button control system, stages which scrolled not only left but right, up or down, and a very interesting weapon and power-up system. Sidearms can also be played in 2-player mode, and in this mode a further unique feature is uncovered. At certain points in the game, an AB or alpha beta symbol appears. If this power-up is collected, both players are joined together to form one giant mecha or one flying robot. At this point, either player can take control. Obviously, it's important to decide very quickly who's going to control the spaceship, so keep that in mind every time you see alpha beta symbol on the screen in 2-player mode. The game's byline or catchline is Zettai Gattai, which literally means absolute fusion, which I believe describes the 2 players joining together in 2-player mode. This fusion game mechanic also comes into play in the attract mode, revealing itself as a secret trick in Sidearms. While watching the attract mode, wait for the players' demo ships to take the alpha beta symbol and wait for them to join up, and then either left or right joysticks on the machine will be able to control that ship for a very brief amount of time. So this is before you put a coin in even, so it's in attract mode. Very interesting little feature. Very briefly, just quickly back to the 3-button control mode. This is a unique firing system in that both buttons are fire, but one fires left and one fires right. The 3rd button cycles through available power-ups. This fairly unique play mechanic was actually used by a prior Capcom game a year later in a 1985 game called Sector Z, and most notably in a more recent game by Cave, Death Smiles. Well, with all that in mind, let's play some Sidearms, shall we? So let's play a 1-coin game of Sidearms Dyne. You'll see straight away there's a unique feature starting here too, where you enter your name before you start playing the game, which I know a few games did do. You gotta be quick. It's just a nice feature, I think. Back in the day, if you weren't aware, you'd leave your coin on the machine face, and then as soon as you out, the next player would be kind of pushing you out of the way to play their game. So yeah, certainly a nice feature. You don't have to wait till after the game to enter your name. There's a secret there on top of the mountain. Shoot there, a little cow comes out there, it's just extra points, like 10,000 points. Okay, let's just get going here. Okay, it's the forward fire, back fire, forward fire. Very cool. Okay, there's another secret coming up now. Shoot here, and you'll get that alpha beta. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's Zettai Gattai, absolute fusion, literally translated. And if in 2-player mode at that point you would become this one flying robot, aka mecha, and one person would control and one person could shoot, if, for example, if you wanted to do that. One person could just take over and have a sip of Coke or something, as was common back in the day. Okay, let's us navigate our way through here. Okay, so we're coming up to the first boss here. Use that weapon to finish this boss off pretty quick. It's actually way too easy actually. That's it. Yeah, first boss. Okay, I'll go back to 3-way. Waste G. Okay, the free life there at 100,000. I'm not sure if any of you owned a Nintendo Entertainment System or Famicom family, but there was an excellent game on that system called Action in New York. It was actually very much like this game in a lot of ways. Sort of you were flying mecha, you could power up, and it was 2 players, so it was actually very, very similar to this in a lot of ways. Great game, by the way, for Nintendo Entertainment System, if you can play it on there, or Famicom Family. Again, find it out, secret out if you haven't played it. There's another secret, little strawberry. Oh, okay, I got hit, so I'll go back to my regular player. So I haven't actually lost a life yet. That was just back to my normal player. Okay, maybe it's not the best weapon for this area. Just try this out. Okay. Yeah, no man. Okay, let's just go back to this then. 3-way. Still seems to be one of the best weapons, or most spread. Okay, let's try and get our weapons back out. Okay, I'm going to try and use this trick again. Boss number 2. What I also like about this game is that in my mind, the music, or the audio anyway, the music, background music, is just really very serious and quite eerie, sort of sets the theme pretty well. I think the music is excellent in this game. It really does add a lot of atmosphere to the game. It's, in my mind, IMO, very good. Oh, come on. It wasn't fair. Oh. Okay, so this is obviously where the game becomes a bit more difficult. Very suddenly, actually. Up until this point, it's actually relatively straightforward and not too difficult. But here, yeah, stage 3 becomes harder. Oh, and that's it. Well, that's Sidearms Dyne. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't played this, definitely be sure to do so. Great game, solid play mechanics, typical Capcom classic. Ooh, lucky I'm not playing in Japan.